I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses. Oh, please stay.
You may or may not know, Donovan and I are sailing up the stunning coast of Turkey in our trusty catamaran with our adorable blind dog, Zoe. This week, we're docked at the beautiful Kușadası Marina for some sightseeing, a few boat repairs, and most exciting of all, to welcome our friend and sailing coach, Anthony, aboard Oka for a week of adventure. In today's episode, we're taking you on a journey to the incredible ancient city of Ephesus. This city was one of the largest and most important in the ancient Mediterranean world, located on the western coast of modern-day Turkey. Ephesus started as one of the oldest Greek settlements on the Aegean Sea and later became the bustling provincial seat of Roman government in Asia. Ephesus was famous for its magnificent Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The city itself was a major seaport, boasting many monumental buildings, including the incredibly impressive Library of Celsus and an incredible theater that could hold 24,000 spectators. We hope you enjoy exploring Ephesus with us. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more adventures. Our first stop is the Church of Mary, a truly special place. This ancient Christian cathedral is dedicated to Theotokos, or Mother of God, the Virgin Mary, and it's actually the first church ever dedicated to her. Dating back to the early 5th century, the church was built on the ruins of an older Roman basilica-like building that was abandoned around the 3rd century. Over time, 2 more churches were built on this site. The best preserved part of the structure is the baptistry, which even has a pool where people were fully immersed during baptism. Legend has it that Mary, the Mother of Christ, came to Ephesus with St. John and spent her final years here. While there's no solid historical evidence for this, there are some intriguing clues. For instance, St. John is documented to have started writing his gospel here, and he was later buried in Ephesus, where a basilica was erected in his name. According to the Gospel of John, before Christ died on the cross, he entrusted St. John with the care of his mother. The church has been rebuilt many times. What we see today is definitely very different from how it looked in the 3rd, 5th, or even the 8th century. After many reconstructions, the church eventually collapsed and was abandoned. Although it's not exactly clear when this happened, it's believed that the church survived until at least the 12th century. Next up, we're strolling down the famous Harbour Street in Ephesus, a grand boulevard with a story to tell. Imagine walking where some of history's most legendary figures once tread, like Anthony and Cleopatra. Harbour Street connects the city's now dry port to the Grand Theatre, making it a major thoroughfare back in the day. Built in the 1st century BC, this street was bustling during the Roman era when the port of Ephesus was one of the busiest in the world. It was a major crossroad between Europe, Asia, and Africa, so you can bet it saw a lot of action. Just imagine a cross street right in front of the theater where all the hustle and bustle of ancient Ephesus happened. Next on our Ephesus adventure are the stadium and the Grand Theater. These were the ultimate spots for ancient celebrations. Imagine cheering for sports events, chariot races, and even gladiatorial combats in these very places. The stadium wasn't just for sports, it was also used for religious ceremonies. Unfortunately, the stadium was severely damaged by an earthquake, and there's not much left of it because the stone seats were dismantled and used to build other structures, such as the Basilica of St. John. So far, only the western part of the stadium has been excavated. During these excavations, they found marble vases that were used as sports trophies and plates decorated with olive branches from the 3rd and 4th century CE. The Grand Theatre in Ephesus is one of the most impressive sights in the ancient city. This theater was the place to be for all major events and performances. With a capacity of 24,000 seats, it was the largest theater in Asia Minor and a hub of entertainment and culture. Imagine sitting in the audience watching plays, concerts, and even political debates unfold on that stage. As we explore this massive structure, picture the excitement and energy that once filled these ancient seats. Next up is the tour of the bustling Lower Agora. Imagine stepping into this 110 square meter market, once alive with activity and chatter. This wasn't just any market, it had a massive colonnade giving it a grand and impressive feel. The shops in these colonnades were all about food and textiles. With its close proximity to the harbor, the Agora was the perfect spot for imported goods to make their debut in the city. Picture traders and shoppers haggling over the latest exotic spices, fresh produce, and luxurious fabrics from distant lands. As we wander through the ruins, let's imagine the lively scenes that once took place here. From bustling market stalls to eager merchants, the Lower Agora was truly the heart of Ephesus' trade and commerce. Now let's dive into one of the most iconic landmarks of Ephesus, the stunning Library of Celsus. This building is probably the most distinctive structure commonly associated with the ancient city. Named after Julius Celsus Ptolemeus, the Roman governor of Asia Minor in the 2nd century AD, the library was actually built as a kind of mausoleum. Julius Celsus was buried in a sarcophagus beneath the library. The construction was completed by his descendants in 135 AD. The Library of Celsus is considered an architectural marvel and is one of the few remaining examples of great libraries from the ancient Roman Empire. It was the 3rd largest library in the Greco-Roman world, making it a hub of knowledge and culture. Although the library's interior and its precious contents were destroyed by a fire, its magnificent facade stood tall until an earthquake in the 10th or 11th century finally left it in ruins. As we explore this breathtaking structure, imagine the scholars and citizens who once marveled at its beauty and vast collection of knowledge. Now let's take a look at one of the more unusual attractions of Ephesus, the latrines. Yes, you heard that right, the public toilets. It might sound odd, but the architecture and design of this area is pretty impressive. This was a public toilet that all male citizens would use for a small fee. This does make me wonder where the women conducted their business. Anyway, these latrines weren't just for typical toilet use. They were also a place for men to sit around and socialize, especially in the summer when it was the cooler area to hang out. Next, we're exploring the Upper Agora of Ephesus, a bustling hub of ancient political life. This large square measures 58 by 170 meters, and it was the go-to spot for legislation and local political talk. Picture this: lively debates, important decisions, and maybe even a bit of ancient gossip, all happening right here. The Upper Agora was the heartbeat of Ephesus' civic life, and just around the corner you'll find a smaller theater. While it might not be as grand as the main theater, it played a crucial role in the community, hosting smaller gatherings and events. So let's wander through this historic square and imagine the buzz of ancient politics in the air. We've had such an incredible day exploring the ancient wonders of Ephesus, from the Grand Theater to the bustling agoras and everything in between. But our adventure doesn't end here. Stick around to check out some awesome photos we took during our day there. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss our next episode, where we will be heading to Pamukkale. We'll be exploring the stunning travertine terraces and the ancient city of Hierapolis, and you won't want to miss it. Thanks for joining us, and see you in the next adventure.